Our topic today are IBAADIS. See?
IBAADIS.
Yes.
Why do we have to involve that in English? There's no English IBAADIS. Or
Uh,
for more information.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So more information about IBAADIS. Basically, they are a sect, and we need to know who are the IBAADIS. So Sheikh, who are the IBAADIS?
They belong to Abdullah bin Ibad.
Okay.
Khawarij.
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 Okay.
Khawarij means those whom their system, religious system, is to get out revolutionists against the leader.
So rebels, basically.
Rebels.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're rebels.
Okay.
And the leader is too much miskeen, poor.
MashaAllah.
And his spirit is always on his hand, on his palm,
Allah.
ready to be killed.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if he made any small mistake, repent, I repent.
Oh, subhanallah.
That's what they used to do.
Okay.
Now, if they are rebels against our leaders whom we're not really happy with,
Yeah.
all right. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Despite we don't like this manhaj.
Right.
Okay? But to reject Ali ibn Abi Talib and Uthman bin Affan,
They reject him.
sure.
Okay. So what do they say about them?
They said to Uthman, you've been spending the money here and there on your relatives, building special houses for your daughters, etc. And they said that to who? To Uthman, third caliph,
Allah.
whom the Prophet said, shouldn't I feel shy from the one whom the angels feel shy from?
Allahu Akbar.
And Ali, do you know what they said to Ali?
No.
You did not make the judgment due to Allah's constitution.
Allahu Akbar.
Why is that? They said, you set a man, who was Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, to be the judge between you and your opponents.
Okay.
While you should have been judging the Quran, using the Quran as a judge, not a creature being,
Oh.
created being.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
So they caused him. So they said, you did not set the ruling of Allah as a judge. Ali said, كلمة حق يراد بها باطل.
Allahu Akbar.
It's a word of truth, but you intend behind it evil.
Right.
So here they start. They heard some rumors that Uthman is spending the money here and there and he is not fair. So 25 Khariji rebels, they came from Egypt. They surrounded his house. They said, we want Uthman now. Uthman was fasting, sitting down reading Quran. And guess what? His army reached to China. Islam at Uthman's time became, continental religion.
World spread.
Sure.
Right.
I'm telling you, the army is in China.
Okay.
So what do you expect?
Right.
At Ali's time, even at Umar time, Azerbaijan and all of those countries, they were under ruling of Islam.
Right.
Not long time after the Prophet's death.
Right.
Uthman is the greatest symbol of a leader who sacrifices himself for the favor of the Ummah.
Allahu Akbar.
He was fasting.
Mm.
And they surrounded his house. And he said to all the companions, I adjure to you that you should never, ever intercept those people. Leave them for me. Okay?
Okay. The Khawarij, the rebels.
He said to the companions.
Right. Okay.
Companions love him. They're ready to die for him. But now they have a problem because they know what it means obeying the leader.
Right.
It's easy to disobey the leader
Right.
with the Khawarij.
Of course.
Of the companions, no.
Okay.
So Ali set his two sons as guardians for the house of Uthman. And many other companions, but they don't know what to do. They're confused. Uthman said to them, don't intercept those people.
Right.
25 people. While the army of Islam at that time used to be so strong to the extent that most of it now, it's already in China.
Subhanallah.
That's why you find today almost 200 million Chinese Muslim.
Right.
We didn't make you.
No, Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. Shaykh.
You sure?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
So basically, rebels equals ibadis.
IBAADIS is the last kind of rebels.
Okay.
I'm coming to it.
So bad rebels, not good rebels, basically.
They are the lightest kind of rebels.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're still existed.
Right.
I'm coming to the story, man.
Right.
I mean,
It's very exciting.
¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, ¿qué pasa? No.
Amore, grandi signori. No
Okay.
questo quello.
Okay.
right.
Inshallah. For our beloved Spanish brothers out there, ancestors. Yes, go for it, Sheikh.
I like Italian people, but I like them when they're Muslims. I hope, because they're not hostile
Yes.
as question mark.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
some people in the Mars.
Yeah.
You know Mars.
Of course, Mars.
Yeah.
Yes. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you, Sheikh.
So let's get back to the topic.
Yes. Okay.
So they surrounded the house of Uthman.
Yeah.
Uthman was looking from his windows, looking at them. As they saw him standing, they start to launch him
Wow.
with their arrows.
Okay.
Why do you launch me? They said, we did not launch you when we launched you, but it was Allah who launched you.
Allahu Akbar.
They use, they're quoting this ayah.
Yeah.
وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. You did not stone when you stoned, but it was Allah who stoned.
Right.
That means Allah is affirming something and denying something else.
Right.
Allah is denying the reaching to be by Muhammad at that time.
Subhanallah.
The reaching is not by Muhammad.
Right.
The throwing is by Muhammad. The stoning.
Right.
But the reaching was on Allah to do it.
Allahu Akbar.
There was no stoning that the Prophet launched the enemies at that time, but it reached to the one exactly Allah wants it to reach.
Right.
So this is the meaning of the ayah. But those Khawarij, they are significant in misunderstanding the text. So that's why they were misusing it against Uthman.
Right.
Well, how? Ask me how.
How?
And I'll tell you.
Yes.
Okay. So they said, we did not launch you when we launched you, but it was Allah who launched you.
Right.
He said, you lied. He said to them, you lied. If Allah launched me, He would have reached me. But you're launching me, but you did not hit me until now. So how can this be Allah?
Subhanallah.
لو رماني الله لأصابني وأنتم ترمونني وتخطئونني. Look at the words of the Salaf. It hits the target.
No.
طيب. So
Right.
they attacked his house. And the companions couldn't tell what to do. They're confused. But that was a strict order given by Uthman. Don't intercept them. And he knew. The Prophet told him that there will be a trial. The hypocrites will be surrounding you, asking you to give up your leadership. It's assured that Allah clothed you, so don't take it out for them.
Allahu Akbar.
Don't unclothe it for them.
Wow.
And he meant by that the Khilafah.
Khilafah. Right. So that was a prophecy of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yes.
Subhanallah.
Then Uthman had to leave it for the qadr of Allah.
Okay.
He knows.
So it's a prophecy.
Because the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam,
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
to Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, when Abu Musa told him, Uthman is on the door waiting for your permission to let him in. He said, let him get in and give him the good news of Jannah for tribulation, fitna, that it's going to befall him.
Allahu Akbar.
Then he went to Uthman and told him, the Prophet welcomes you and gives you the good news of entering paradise for bala, trial,
Right.
that it will befall you. Then Uthman said, Allahul Musta'an. Allah is the one that to be sought help.
Yeah.
So after that, they killed him. They attacked the house. And they killed Uthman. He was fasting and he was reading the Quran. The son of Abu Bakr, he got involved in this and he believed it firstly. And he went inside the house of Uthman. And he caught his beard like this. What are you doing? Uthman was so kind, peaceful, quiet. The angels feel shy from Uthman. What do you expect?
SubhanAllah.
So he said, لقد أمسكت لحية كان أبوك يكرمها.
Allahu Akbar.
You're grabbing a beard which your father used to be honoring. Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr, he heard these words and they instantly broke his heart. Then he left Uthman while he was crying. And he was never known to be with those people anymore. He was mistaken. Because people sometimes follow rumors.
Right.
So, I'm not going to make it long. I'll take you longer with this.
No, it's amazing, mashallah.
Yeah. But after the death of Uthman, people wanted to retaliate for his death. No way. Enough is
Enough.
enough.
Of course.
Ali radiallahu anhu, he said, wait, let the fitna calm down. Then I promise to bring those people. Because they hid himself within the army of Ali.
Oh, okay.
And Ali doesn't want to increase the fitna, the trial, the tribulation.
Okay.
He wanted to absorb it. But Muawiyah said, we must retaliate. Look at the way that there was a man whose hand became like this. That's Ibn Kathir says that.
Okay.
And he was crying. And they said to him, why are you crying? He said, because of my hand. It's paralyzed. What happened? He said, I'll tell you the story. I repented, but I had this problem. He said, when Uthman died, my only wish was to take advantage of any circumstance which enables me to take even a hit on the body of Uthman. I'll do it. I went to the house when people are about to bury him. And I pretended to be one of those who, give condolence.
Condolences. Right, okay.
Condolences.
Yeah.
And I was getting to the body step by step. It was chaotic and people are busy. But I was busy to achieve my target, and that is to hit Uthman.
SubhanAllah.
I got close to him. Then suddenly I hit his body by my hand. Not long after that, seconds, my hand was paralyzed.
SubhanAllah.
He told the story while he was crying. Ibn Kathir commented on this by saying, he deserves it. He deserves it. So anyway, Ali radiallahu anhu had a problem with Muawiyah regarding this issue. Should we retaliate? Should we bring them? Or should we calm down? This was a disagreement. It's a political disagreement between Ali and Muawiyah. Nothing about doctrine. Okay? There's nothing, no problem between them
Right.
in matters of doctrine. Muawiyah said, no, I would not give you my pledge of obedience until you take those people and hang them, execute them. Now who was right, who was wrong? Muawiyah was wrong.
Of course.
Because he should be obeying.
Of course.
And Ali was right. So there was a fight between the two Muslim groups. And those Khawarij were in the army of Ali. But suddenly they decided to revolt against him. They said, you sought a man to be a judge, and he's a created being. You're supposed to be using the Quran as a judge between you and your opponents, not a man. But Ibn Abbas debated them. Okay? He said, Allah said in the Quran regarding this man and woman who disagree, فَابْعَثُوا حَكَمًا مِنْ أَهْلِهِ وَحَكَمًا مِنْ أَهْلِهَا. Bring a judge from among her family and a judge from among his family. So, do we say that Allah is inciting us, encouraging us to seek a human being, a created being apart from the Quran.
SubhanAllah.
When then the other question, they said, all right, there was a fight between him and Aisha, which is not a fight in matter of fact, and that has another story.
Okay.
Why didn't he allow us to take the spoils of Aisha's army? He said, all right, oh yeah. What about if they caught Aisha? Would you be taking her as a concubine, the wife of the Prophet? Who among you would be accepting Aisha to be under his maids? And she's the wife of the Prophet.
That was heavy.
That was a heavy thing on them. This debate between Ibn Abbas and the Khawarij, they were 12,000 people. Because of that debate, 8,000 decided to leave those Khawarij and to join the army of Ali.
MashaAllah.
4,000 only, they insisted, and Ali had to fight them. So Ali fought them. And that's the case. And they used to be killing Muslims. The matter of not joining the Khawarij, it became a very decisive matter to them.
Right.
Either you're with us, or you should get killed. So they were killing thousands upon thousands of people. But when they pass through any non-Muslim village, they say, don't forget the pledge of your Prophet. Do not harm the people of the book. Take care of them. Be careful. They are Ahlul Dhimma, under our protection. Fear Allah. But when someone wants to join them, they bring Muslim prisoners for him. They want to test him if he is serious in joining with them or not. They say, kill them. Kill this man. A Muslim prisoner. Kill him. We want to make sure that you are really seriously with us or not. Kill him.